Shalom. I want to start out giving infinite honors, glory, and prayers to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakodash. Double honors to our apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone, rule well. Teaches His truth 100%, no cut. Double shalom and salutation to Akim, pushing His word across the four winds in true faith, sincerity, giving all diligence. I want to just get into a quick lesson out of Warren Wright's our Lord's will is edifying and to the point. Just sitting around this video that the beloved brother Gadal from the Mobile, Alabama camp sent me. I was checking it out on this page this morning. The brothers had did a Yapa pre-camp sit down, and this video was mentioned, was put in there, and I asked him to send it to me, and he sent it to me, and I just wanted to do like a lamb back, off this video, just going into it, man. Hey, shit about to get bad, as we've been saying, starting with our apostles, elders, and bishops on down. Okay, things about to get bad, man. Okay, terribly bad. All right, but we understand that, hey, those that serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, us of the hopeful elect, Lord willing, we of that elect, starting with our apostles, elders, and bishops on down, and we're going to be good. Okay, as long as we continue to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, hey, the Lord got us, man. All right, but 2/3 of our people, these heathens, but particularly you Jakes, that mocked and scoffed after the men of the Lord, and you got a lot that's coming to you, man. All right, another video I seen, the beloved brother in the camp, Ashaya, posted with his Jake, this YN, okay, had posted a little pic, and commented on the pic, basically saying, he had his gun, his little ski mask, saying, he about to go smack something, then he go rob somebody. And sure enough, the brother had the video in there where that same Jake was laid out, stretched out from trying to rob somebody. They blew his goddamn head off, man. Okay. Peeled his melon cap back. All right. But that's the judgment that's coming to 2/3 of our people, man. All right. And it's only going to get worse. All right. It's only going to get worse, man. All right. The wicked are going to destroy the wicked. And ultimately, the Lord is going to come in, all right, and take out the main man, Esau, Edom. Okay, the sons of the wicked, but 2/3 of our people have become wicked by what? Taking on his ways. Okay, being programmed by his wicked system. Okay, instead of being programmed by the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, and ultimately it's the Lord don't want them, man. Okay, because you have, as it is written, you have the elect, and you have 2/3. But Jacob's trouble, what's about to happen, is for 2/3. That's why, again, it's called what? Jacob's trouble. All right, but I'm gonna let this man speak. Let this video play, and then I'm gonna grab some precepts.
I let him talk, and if it involves me, I'm gonna jump in it. This one didn't involve me. This is that one time I'll jump right in on the conversation, and I think y'all might want to stick around and hear this motherfucker through. I picked up an elderly white couple in their mid to late 70s. Well, the fuck to do. When I say well to do, we ain't talking hundreds of thousands. I'm pretty sure in the upper millions. Trust me on this shit here. They were here in New Orleans conducting business, in other words, getting rid of businesses that they own, finalizing that shit. On their way to California, I just dropped them off the airport to finalize the last properties they own in this country. How do I know? They on there talking to their daughter. She's in London on her way to Canada to dispose of whatever business they got going on out there. So now Unc is a little curious. I'm curious as a motherfucker. So I just asked him, listen, I don't want to get in y'all business, but is something going on? I said, I know we talking about the war and all of this, and I hear y'all flying around getting rid of stuff. The wife didn't say nothing, but she looked at her husband, he looked at her. The man told me, he said, listen, all I can tell you is this here. Just get you and your family together. I said, sir, listen, I hear this on TikTok. I hear it all the time. I said, I know prices are going high. That man said, this ain't got nothing to do with prices. Just get your families in line. If you can, try to put things together to manage at least a minimum of 6 months to take care of you and your family. So I said, is it going to be that serious? That man told me, what's your worst nightmare? What's the worst thing you ever thought could happen to you? I said, well, I can't think offhand. He said, anything that you ever thought was the worst could happen to you, put that 10 times that amount. He said, listen, I don't tell you these things to scare you. And I don't want you to be afraid because there's no reason to be afraid. What's going to happen is going to happen. Now, I'm listening to this man telling me this shit. And he said, but sit your ass, just get you and your family in line. So I'm telling everybody out here, some shit is going on. Because these people here trust and believe me. If y'all would have saw me, you know I'm not bullshitting about these. These motherfuckers is up there some fucking way. I don't know what the fuck they do. But I do know they getting rid of shit for a reason. And when that man told me a minimum of 6 months to get my shit lined up for that little time, guess what? A minimum of 2 motherfucking years. My shit is gonna be lined up. I don't give a fuck if you can call me paranoid or hallucinating. I'm following motherfucking suit, and I think y'all need to do this.
Yeah, man, but we understand, man. Hey, the Lord has us, man. All right, the Lord has us, man. You know, he talking about he following suit behind what Esau said. You know, having this shit lined up for 2 years. That's not going to save. Okay, the only thing that's going to save is ultimately you being of the elect. Okay, of the nation of Israel, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you trusting and believing in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. The Lord is going to save, man. You saving up or, you know, selling all that you have, you know, to prepare for 2 years to 6 months. That's not gonna do a damn thing. Storing up food, guns and bullets, that ain't gonna do shit. Us trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah is what's gonna get us through. Okay, because when these times when all hell finally just breaks out, okay, when Jacob's trouble is full on. Okay, hey, man, only Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah is going to get you through it. All right, 2/3 are done. These heathens are done. Okay. That's just the fact of the matter, man. So, hey, we trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. The thing is, you fall suit behind the men of the Lord, the prophets. Okay, our apostles, elders, and bishops on down that's teaching his word in truth and sincerity. Okay. That's what's going to get you through it. Okay, following after Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, believing in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay, and then what he's saying, these Edomites said, our apostles and elders and bishops, they've been saying that 40 plus years, 20, 15, years, man, since they've been out there, since been on the highways and byways and on YouTube, man. All right, so what he's saying is nothing new to us. It's all written in the scriptures. Our apostles been teaching that, elders been teaching that, bishops been teaching that. We teach it. Okay, because we follow suit. We believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. And like he said, the Edomites say, hey, don't be frightened, don't be fearful. And that's only for the elect. Okay, even though it's gonna be some things that, man, we in this flesh, gonna shake you up, but what's gonna restrain that shaking up, stabilize you? The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, the scriptures, your faith, your fear in the Lord, the spirit of Yahweh Shah that rests upon you, man. Okay, so regardless, we good. This is the judgment that's coming is for 2/3, man. Okay, it's for 2/3. All right. And this is matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. This is Jeremiah 30 and 60. Salakia, I said 30 and 60. This is Jeremiah 30, chapter 30 and verse 6 through 7 NIV. It says, ask and see, can a man bear children? Then why do I see every strong man with his hands on his stomach like a woman in labor? Every face turned deadly pale. How awful that day will be. And it talks about in Matthew, the 24th chapter. Okay, how it's going to be a day like never before that took place on the earth, man. Okay, this is the same time, right? Jacob's trouble. It says, and every face turned deadly pale. Life leaving them, man. Okay, scared, shooken. Okay, it says how awful that day will be. No other will be like it. See, it will be a time of trouble for Jacob, but he will be saved out of it. And that he, okay, it's talking about the elect of Jacob, the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Or you so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans, man. And we hope and pray to be a part of that number. That's why we strive for the truth. Okay, that's why we study to show ourselves approved. We give diligence to make our election a call and sure. We feed the Lord's sheep, man. We serve one another, minister unto one another, man. Okay, and trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Examine ourselves. Make our bodies a living sacrifice. All these things, man. And this ain't just, we don't just quote precepts and teach them. We apply this, man. Okay, this is an everyday sacrifice. This is an everyday thing, man. Okay, making sure that you conducting yourself as a man of the Lord. The example has been laid out. We have our apostles, elders, and bishops to follow after. We have the scriptures, man. Okay. All right, to model ourselves after, man. The spirit of Yahweh Shah. Okay, so it's an everyday thing, man. As long as you stand in the spirit, growing in the spirit, you checking yourself, you believe, you doing what's required of you, genuinely, sincerely, okay, faithfully, okay. Hey, the Lord is going to look out for you. You have no worries, man. Okay. You have no worries. But again, this judgment, Jacob's trouble, is for what? 2/3, man. All right, this is Isaiah 65:11. And we're going to go down to 14. But ye are they that forsake the Lord Yahweh, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number, man. And that's 2/3 of our people, man, that abandon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah and what? Trust in this system. Okay. They trust in luck. Okay, that's what Jake trusts in, luck. Oh, it's my lucky day. Oh, I got lucky. Okay. They don't trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Even that man, he ain't mentioned the Lord not one time. That was his self. Based off of what Esau told him. He following suit behind Esau. He trusting Esau and what Esau got going on. But yet, I'm pretty sure they got the brothers, Elder Yakina and the brothers of Louisiana. Hey, they out there on the highways and byways. I'm pretty sure he done came across the videos or maybe rolled past them brothers, man. Okay. All right. But that, hey, you never hear Jake mention that. All right. They always want to follow suit behind Esau. Trusting themselves, trusting what Esau says, man. All right. They never give mention or reverence to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. Okay. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear. But did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delight not. And that's Jake for us, man. 2/3 of our people for you. Okay. They don't trust in the Lord. They go with what they feel and what they think. You know, they go with coincidences. Ain't no such thing, man. Okay. Ain't no such thing as luck. Is he the Lord dealing with you or he ain't? Okay, the Lord gives blessings. Okay, and he gives curses. He puts out curses, man. All right, and Shaitan do the same thing, man. Okay, he blesses Jake. Okay, and these Esau. All right, through Yahweh. Okay, through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right, but the thing is with Shaitan, okay, giving out the so-called bless, it's not a blessing, it's a curse. It's to your detriment, man. Okay. The only good thing is that we receive is the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Okay, that the Lord is dealing with us, man. Everything else, man, is vanity, man. Okay, it's not to say that, you know, brothers have, you know, decent lives, wives or whatever, you know, the good jobs, you know, your daily bread, but who it comes from, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right, and who do you give reverence to, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah? Jake, the point I'm making, Jake does not do that, man, because you have the average Joe. Okay, Jake, that don't believe in the truth. You know, they receive blessings, but it comes from Shaitan, because what it always be their detriment, always their downfall, and they always trust in what? Luck and their riches and what they thought they did. They never give reverence to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Okay, but we do. All right, so therefore, for the rejection, okay, for rejecting Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, 2/3 are going to bow down to the slaughter. Lord say what? He numbered them by the sword. All right, because they chose what? To believe in this system, to believe in Esau, Edom. Okay, to believe in themselves, to reverence themselves in Esau, and never give credence to the Lord, man. It says, therefore, thus says Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, power. Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And that's 2/3, man. All right, because when this economic collapse happened, when they shut this place down, it ain't gonna be you go to your store and get food when you want, your fast food or the grocery store. All right, it ain't gonna be none of that. Those creature comforts is done. All right, then what you gonna trust in? Okay, this system, you can't trust in the system. It's collapsing right before your face. Esau gonna show you he never gave a damn about you. Okay, so then what you gonna trust in, Jake? All right, but us, hey, Lord willing, we of the elect number, we continue to endure. Okay, man, we trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah all the way through. The Lord is preparing us for it. That's why the Lord say what? In 2nd Ezra 16, hey, make thee ready for the battle. All right? We're going through it now, those phases now, man. Depending strictly upon Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, not upon what we feel and what we think, okay, on this system. No, man, we trust in the Lord. And trust in the Lord, hey, the Lord tells you how to maneuver in this wicked system. Okay? The Lord tells us and teaches us how to maneuver in this wicked kingdom, man. Okay? Do what we supposed to do, but still serving the Lord and not jeopardizing or compromising our integrity or our belief and our faith in the Lord, man. It's this wisdom, because what the Lord says. And matter of fact, let me finish this and we'll get it. It says, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. All right? And that's just what's going to happen, the 2/3, man. We're going to be good. We continue to endure and trust in the Lord, man. The Lord has us, man. All right? Because hey, we understand, hey, man, this is the end. Okay? We are in beautiful times, but Jake, that abuse the ways of the Lord, hey, man, they don't know what time it is, but we do. Okay, we know exactly what time it is, man. Time for the return of our King, our Lord, our Savior, who the word going to call Jesus Christ. The true name, Yahweh Shah, man. All right, salvation is coming to the elect, man. Okay, a kingdom, dominion, immortality, new bodies, being able to serve the Lord in perfection. Okay, being perfect. All right, being congratulated by our King, our big brother, seeing our big brother again, man. Okay. And always forever being joined unto him, man. Never going into captivity again. Never worrying about anything again. Never having no worries and no stress. Okay? But let's get it. And Isaiah 33:6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Your treasure should be the fear of the Lord. All right, and with that, amen, is innumerable riches, man. Infinite riches, man. All right? Infinite. All right? Infinite. Because the Lord say what? Store up your treasures in heaven. How you do that? By being obedient to the Lord, man. Okay? Being a good brother, a good servant, a good son. Okay? These things, man. And how can you do that? By applying the precepts to the best of your ability, growing in the spirit. All right? Becoming selfless and not selfish. Okay? Preferring one another, man. All right? Putting this ministry first. Okay, if what you feel and what you think don't align with thus says the Lord, hey, abhor it. Shun that shit, man. All right, pray to the Lord, man, and stay on track. All right, by walking in the spirit, man. All right, but let's get into it, because this is what's coming to 2/3, man. And it's the NIV version. This is Deuteronomy 28:53, Lamentations 4:10, Jeremiah 19:9. This is what's coming. Okay, this is all a part of Jacob's trouble. It happened then, it's going to happen again. Okay, in a worse way. All right, it says, this is Deuteronomy 28:53. Because of the suffering, because of the suffering your enemy will inflict on you during the siege, they're going to lock this place down again. All right, it says, you will eat the fruit of the womb, the flesh of the sons and daughters the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, your power has given you. And this judgment is for 2/3 of our people, man. All right. And just to back that, they're going to shut it down again. We're going to get that real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 15:14-19. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draws nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. You think this economic collapse ain't going to do that? When people, people are starving, their children starving, they're getting sick. You know, you don't have no water, no food, and you don't have nothing to believe in. Okay, these people are gonna go crazy. We see what they're doing now, and shit ain't even full on yet. We see what people are doing now in traffic, not in traffic. I mean, just all around the board. Cut on your local news. Okay, you see, man, how people are just losing their damn minds, man. We ain't got to go into detail. Shit, just cut on your local news. It says, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Race riots, civil unrest, all this, man. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, see? And invading one another, see? Breaking and entering. All right, when the police can't be called again, when they worrying about their family, what you think is going to happen? People are starving. Okay? They shall not regard their kings nor princes. They don't give a damn about the mayor, the alderman, none of that, man. And the course of their action shall stand in their power. All right, shit, what can you do? All right, what can you do? It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. The siege lock this place down. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. We seen what they did with their C-19. It says, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Where do we see the mighty men? Do men have children? As we read, as we opened up with. All right, but you're going to see men out here, man, these same tough guys, these YNs and all that old shit there, going to be around here like women. Okay, scared as hell. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. See? So that lets you know right there when it talks about love thy neighbors thyself, that ain't talking about the motherfucker that stay next door to you or right around the corner from you. That's talking about your yoke fellows, the men, okay, the household of faith, okay, those that believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because we just read. It says a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, man. So you same mug you being nice to and all that, letting all in your house and you know all that shit that these motherfuckers right next door to you. If you don't serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, okay, hey, they gonna be the same ones trying to come in your damn house. All right, breaking in your house, trying to rape your wife, your children, you. Okay, take all your goods, man. Okay, kill you. These things are coming, man. So again, the understanding is out there, man. Okay, it just is only given to whom it is given, the elect, man. All right, that's just a quick point I wanted to make. So it lets you know about your neighbor. It's talking about when they say love thy neighbors thyself, the men of the faith, man. All right, because we just read your neighbor ain't gonna have no pity upon you, motherfucker right next door to you. Okay, right around the corner from you. All right, the motherfucker that's driving by and waving at you. Or sitting on the porch when you drive by to go to your house smoking a cigarette in the rocking chair. These motherfuckers ain't gonna give a damn. They don't serve the Lord. They don't have no integrity or no morals, man. Okay, you truly have integrity and morals when you serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You don't serve the Lord. They don't serve the Lord. It's no telling what they'll do. Okay. But these things are coming. All right, and we're only going to be protected by way of a believing in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay, and ultimately being of that hopeful elect, man. All right, but again, let's get back into Lamentations 4 and 10. It says, with their own hands, compassionate women have cooked their own children, who became their food. When my people were destroyed, man, and that's going to happen again. It happened then, it's going to happen again. There's no new thing under the sun. Okay, as far as with these situations, man. Okay, these things are going to happen again, but in the worst way. Okay, in the worst way. Jeremiah 19 and 9, we're going to end it. I will make them eat the flesh of their sons and daughters, and they will eat one another's flesh, because their enemies will press the seas so hard against them to destroy them, man. All right, what you think going to happen, man? Cannibalism is coming back. That's what we're reading about. All right, you already got people doing that. It came out about the damn McDonald's, and Jake still go to McDonald's and eat that shit, man. Okay, how they found human DNA in the damn meat. You know, human meat, okay, and them burgers and shit, man, and Jake still eat it. All right, still eat it, man. Okay, these things are coming back, man, but only the elect are going to be protected, man. You know, all we have to do, again, is trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and the Lord going to take care of the rest. You're going to find moments and situations where your flesh might get weak, but that's why we're in the moment now, strengthening the spirit. Okay, so when those times do come, we can get back in order, stabilize, man, because what it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability, man. Okay, and the fear of the Lord, what is your treasure, your strength? All right, because again, it's right around the corner, man. You know, it's right around the corner. Stay prayed up, continue to do the work. All right, stay faithful and obedient and fearful of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. But with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and to the point.